Treating ourselves with kindness can be one of the biggest challenges in our lives. We know all our secrets, all our most embarrassing moments, and all our shortcomings. How can we love ourselves despite knowing all this? Humans are unique in that we're the only creature in the world to pay for our mistakes more than once. All other creatures with less powerful brains make a mistake and simply move on. We pay for the same mistake by replaying it over and over in our mind and by criticizing ourselves. I know I'm not the only one that lays down at night and is immediately greeted with a lowlight reel of all my mistakes. The reason it is hard to love yourself can be out of your control. It has a lot to do with your relationship with your parents. If your parents don't express self-love, how are you supposed to learn? Your relationships with others also strongly impact how you view yourself. The people you surround yourself with are essential to your self-image. Being kind to yourself is so important. Over the course of your life, you spend an increasing amount of time alone. And throughout your life, you spend more time alone than with family, co-workers, or significant other. Your voice is the one you hear the most. What you envision and think to yourself make up your reality. The more you expose yourself to a certain idea, the more likely it is to come true. It is important to love yourself so others can love you too. If you have a poor self-image, you are more likely to stay in relationships that reinforce the poor self-image. Being kind to yourself is a good first step toward improving all the relationships in your life. I certainly don't have all the answers. That's why the series is called Journey to Self-Love. But let's discuss how we can be kind to ourselves. One of the most important strategies to me is remembering that your best is not constant. It is easy to become frustrated with yourself when you feel like you aren't performing to your standards. Oftentimes, this standard is your peak performance. Expecting peak performance all the time is a mistake because your best will always change. It can be worse if you haven't slept or eaten well. Hopefully, if you are improving at something, then your best will be better with each day. Remind yourself that your best isn't constant. Another strategy is to put good seeds in your mind with positive or inspiring music, TV, and other media. This goes back to the idea that what you envision will become your reality. Some of my favorite songs for that vibe are Hunger on the Hillside, Little by Little, and With the Fifth Pick. These provide me with a positive imagery and inspiration to improve. Avoid your sad playlist unless you really need it. A final strategy is patience. One of my principles is process over outcome. I try to live by this every day. No matter what you're working towards in life, it will take time, including your journey to self-love. Do your best to stick to habits that make you love yourself. Even if some days you fall short, sticking to the process will develop the skills necessary to love yourself one day. Being kind to yourself is hard. I've been at an all-time low recently, which is one of my motivations for this series. Let's keep taking steps together. What is something you do to be kind to yourself? So far, so good. Stay tuned.